What? Oh right, okay. So no intro now. Okay, that's how we're going to run things for these quick blogs. Now I still don't know what we're going to do. Hello, by the way, it's Nick. Yes, I still don't know what we're going to do in these fortnightly slots. I'm making a pig's ear of this as per usual. But generally, if you're a watcher of the channel, 1 week we have the 2-week roundup of games we reviewed, and then we have this sort of like empty spot. Before I was doing a Q&A, it was going quite well, and it was inevitable really. We got to about 11ish and the questions sort of run out. Last week I filled in about some exciting stuff about space, Earth. So what can we talk about this time round? These will get better, I assure you. But it's Halloween, isn't it? It's Halloween coming up, well, tomorrow in fact, at the time of recording, 2015. Now, I don't know if you're dressing up or going out, but it always used to be, Halloween, when I was at school, wasn't really celebrated that much. It's celebrated a little bit, and then firework night, but it was all in America where the big things used to happen, and that slowly come across. And now you can't move for Halloween. It's getting to epic proportions, a bit like Christmas. Whether it's good or bad, I don't really care. It's a bit of fun, isn't it? Trick or treat, whip out a gun, give me all your money, and then the old people give out laxative sweets. So everyone's a winner. Now the thing with Halloween is, if you've ever gone on Amazon and looked for costumes, you probably come across costumes for dogs and cats and animals. Why? And it often has the tagline, "Don't let your animals miss out on Halloween." Well, they don't know what's going on. Where's the logic? Where's the logic in this? Where's the logic in dressing your dog up to look like a spider, Frankenstein or Dracula or whatever? They don't know what the hell's going on. All they know is they're suddenly wearing some weird costume and can't move about a lot. I don't get it. Would you dress up your parrot as Frankenstein? I think not. Comment below what you think. Do you dress up your pet at Halloween? I just don't get it really. Now, I've written down a few points here what I'd like to discuss in this. It won't last too long, I promise ye. So, I think it was about 2 years ago now, probably just in the start of November, I decided to reboot this channel. And when I'm saying reboot, beforehand it was just, well, half-assed game footage with no commentary on. About 80 or so, mainly Amiga sort of games, and then we had another look at it. So coming up to 2 years, and the channel's grown, well, I say considerably, respectively considerably, since that point. Seems to be nearing towards 500 subscribers now, although a little bit off. Those people that have been there near the beginning or quite early, hopefully you would have seen a bit of improvement while I experiment with lights and different video techniques, and also the odd video that breaks things up a bit, so it isn't all about gaming video after gaming video. Try and react or interact with a lot of the comments there, so we've got a bit of discussion going on, because quite often, more often than not, you've got a bit of knowledge about the game which I haven't researched or picked up on, and that's always very interesting. You might say such and such did the music for this one, they watched another game. Try this other game that's similar to this one, and so forth, and that's how I learn. And I'm sure other people read the comments as well, and they pick up a bit as well, and they chime in with what they think, and then it grows like that. So everyone that thumbs up these videos, or likes or comments and all that sort of stuff, that really helps. So thank you very much, as we're near to 500 in 2 years. I was a bit naive at the start. I thought I'd be doing it a couple of weeks, put up a few videos, and then suddenly got 10,000. It doesn't work like that. And thank goodness it doesn't. There's loads and loads of retro channels, so thank you for stopping by. This one is appreciated there. Now, every so often I have a look back after reviewing a big chunk of games, and we do a bit of a summary in 50 game blocks. First of all, I did, if you watched any of these, Spectrum games review 1 to 50, and then 51 to 100. And it's always good to see these backstory games to develop. We try some good ones, bad ones from the early era and the late era. And also very recently you put up some, just to address the balance, put up some Amiga ones as well. So we've got 4 videos there, so check those out if you want a bit of a nostalgia trip down memory lane. And it helps me as well remember what games I reviewed and which ones I've still got to do. Don't worry, there's still hundreds and thousands I've got to do, and people still suggesting more. Game Boy Advance games don't tend to review as much as those, but Well, as soon as it gets to 50, I might have a look at that. But due very soon, I think we're only about a couple of videos off, I'll have to do a summary of Spectrum games reviewed 101 to 150. Yes, how have I got up to 150? Well, I don't know, persistence really. 150 games, that's just craziness. But anyway, that will come up either next week or the week after. Also as well, I mentioned silly videos we put in between. At the moment, every Wednesday's going up Igor as Mastermind. I don't know if you're familiar with Igor. He's that thunder dwarf that sometimes helps me out on the channel. You'll never see his face, well I don't think so, but quite often hear his voice. First turned out in the Random Wednesday question, which is now done 4 series. I think series 4 is by far the better, with much better effects in it, so you might want to watch that, please do. So Mastermind's going to go on for 6 episodes, so catch them while they're there. And then we'll have a little bit of a break and maybe come to Random Wednesday question series 5 in December, or maybe early January. But I want to bring in a few extra characters to that show. At the moment there's just the occasional Michael Jackson, some big owl, and there has been a few celebrity guests here and there, but they wouldn't have known about it. Okay, you have to watch them to see. Oh, I think the Count out of Sesame Street turned out in one of them in a big tank. But Random Wednesday question 5, they take a little bit to edit, but that will be back, and that'll be hopefully bigger than before, hopefully with a bit more animation, which always takes ages. I don't know if you experiment with animation, but yeah, that takes a long time. So I'm promising lots, but how am I going to deliver that, I don't know. So it's just an idea at the moment, so that's my get out of clause. Now, I wasn't planning to buy a PlayStation 4. I've been holding off because I don't get time. I don't really play my PlayStation 3 that much really. I tend to keep defaulting back to retro games, especially on the Amiga, the Spectrum, and systems I actually review. I have a PS Vita that quite often lays dormant, apart from the occasional trip on the bus, but the Game Boy Advance replaces that. So people, young people watching me with that want to know what's going on. I think I'm probably ancient. But what was I going to say then? I went off track. Oh yes, that's it, PlayStation 4. I probably will get a PlayStation 4 because of all the footage I've watched on Star Wars Battlefront. Now, that's coming out at the end of next month, November I believe. If you haven't seen any of that, it's currently in beta on testing on the planet Hoth. That looks absolutely fantastic. Now, I'm not bowled over with Battlefield or COD or any of those, but with a Star Wars skin on, and upgraded graphics and ability to fly TIE fighters and the like, this game is going to be absolutely huge. Now, my one worry is it's going to be so popular that no server is going to actually be able to cope with it. So what do you think about that? I mean, you can be the Empire, the Rebellion, whatever. Are you going to buy this game? Are you going to play it? I mean, I got Grand Theft Auto 5 ages ago, PlayStation 3, and I've only ever played that about 4 or 5 times, because I just don't have the time. But Battlefront, I've got to find some time to play that one, for sure. I don't know if there's going to be an option to play as Darth Vader. There was certainly that option in Battlefront 2, which came out all that time ago on the PlayStation 2, which I was bowled over for. But it should have all the planets, shouldn't it? Geonosis, Tatooine, and so forth. And enter its flight battle. It's a sort of game you could walk into one day, and suddenly 20 years have passed, and you don't know what's happened to your life. Are you going to get lost in that? I thought it was going to happen to me in Elite Dangerous, but I went off that at the last minute and didn't buy it. But Star Wars Battlefront, I think it's unavoidable. It is your destiny. Well, it's at least mine, anyway. Yes. And as I said, it is Halloween. And generally on Saturday we have, which is Halloween, by the way. Generally on Saturday I put up one Spectrum game in the new schedule. But, you know, it's special times. I don't know if I'll do it, but well, I don't know if I have time to do it, but I'm going to go for it. We're going to hopefully have 3 games up on Saturday. Spectrum game, Amiga game, and a PlayStation 3 game that ties in, well, a Spectrum game ties in loosely, but the other 2 into a Halloween theme, and then we'll go back to normal. So Sunday is generally an Amiga day, so we might have 2 Amiga games in this stint. So if you're into Amiga games, you're in luck. Okay, so yes, thanks for watching the channel as always appreciated. If you have any suggestions, put them below. I probably won't do them unless they're absolutely mega genius, but mega genius happens quite a lot, doesn't it? Okay, so thanks once again. Have a good Halloween if you're going out. Have a good Halloween pretending that you've gone out if people knock on the door if you're doing that. Until next time then, goodbye.
Goodbye.